This week in our churches and schools, we've been thinking about the wedding at Cana, where Jesus turns water into wine. And being the person that I am, I thought, how can I demonstrate this the best? So this is the little science experiment we've been doing to help us think about water turning into wine. So we start very simply with some orange powder. This is just Barocca vitamin C. That is the important bit. And we're going to mix it with some water. This is just plain warm water. So here we get the first exciting thing. If you like things fizzing, we get a big fizz here. So I'm just going to stir that now so that dissolves totally into there. And there are various different steps in this experiment, but various different things that we can take from this story as well. And one of the things we really love, or I really love, is that this is right in the middle of a celebration. Something goes wrong in the middle of a celebration. They run out of wine, but the whole community would have been there. Everyone would have seen. Everyone knows what's going on. And it's to bring joy as well, right? Like I say, in the middle of a celebration, it's about joy. It's about joy. So here we go. We have our first liquid, just some water and vitamin C fizzing away there. Glass number 2 is going to be a little bit more interesting, but again, you need to watch closely for what happens here. So I'm going to take a full teaspoon of our liquid. I'm going to put just a little bit more in there. And then I'm going to dilute that again. So a bit more water, because after all, we are turning water into wine. So our water goes in there. And we have a kind of pale yellow liquid there, just mixing through. And then some iodine, and this is a dark brown liquid, looks very brown in there. And I'm going to add this to our mix of water and of vitamin C. So let's see what happens here. Watch closely. And that disappears almost straight away. Just give that a little mix more. Dark brown liquid, turning clear straight away. Quite exciting that. I like that just in itself, but I know that we can go a step better than that even. So, having made some dark liquid disappear totally, I've got my third glass. Now this has just a little bit of corn flour in that you can get in all your houses probably. Some corn flour in there. And again, we need some water, turning water into wine. So I'm going to add some warm water again into that cup. And that gives us a dark, cloudy, white liquid. So just mixing that up. And if we had a different ratio there, we'd get non-Newtonian fluids, and we could do a totally different science club from that. But this time, just a cloudy white liquid. I'm then going to put a tablespoon of this. This is where the magic really happens. So I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you want to know, you can comment down below and we'll tell you. But this is a clear liquid going in there. You saw that go in? It's done absolutely nothing there. Just a clear liquid into there. And this is where the excitement happens. This is where I will turn water into not wine, but hopefully we will get a very exciting thing here. So let's have a watch. I'm just going to mix the two like this, back and forth, and make sure everything is mixed. Now, watch closely. It's an orange cloudy liquid at the moment. Sometimes things don't happen straight away. The things we want to happen immediately don't. But if you keep watching this, and we keep hoping and praying really hard, I wonder how long it took Jesus to turn water into wine. There was different things going on. His mum asked him to do something about the situation. I wonder how long it then took him. I wonder how long it took the water to actually turn into wine, for people to realise, for the rumours to spread of what had happened. But in this great joy that the wedding was saved, that Jesus came to the rescue of the bridegroom, that no one was embarrassed. And this is what Jesus does for us as well. Turns water into wine, comes to save us. Now keep watching. Keep watching that liquid there and see what happens. As we keep thinking about that water into wine moment. And maybe, just maybe, we're going to have an experiment that works. And for those of you who were at Morland Church on Sunday, you'll know that this didn't quite go like this. And things happened very quickly and weren't quite as successful. And at this point, this might be going totally the opposite way. That we're still waiting. But that in itself is quite a thing in itself, that Jesus doesn't always do the things we want as we want them and in the timing that we would like. He does things in his own timing. And I do wonder, if I agitate this a little bit more, whether it will turn. I think it might be about to go, so do keep watching, stick with me on this, that this is gonna change colour. Maybe it's not. Wait for it, there it goes. And suddenly, and I was not touching that, but we have now got this dark, cloudy, kind of bluey purple liquid that looks a little bit like wine, but to me is very exciting that we can change just a few little liquids from water to wine. Took a little bit longer than I expected there, but yeah, some bright orange, some water, a few other bits and pieces. But I hope that helps you to think a little bit about Jesus turning water into wine, about what it would have been like to be there, and think about Jesus as you go through your week. I hope we will see you all very soon. Have a great week.